Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and I pray each and every one of you had a Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please check that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@ExplainAmerica. And when you get there, please hit subscribe absolutely free. It really helps us out. Okay, so here's the deal. You know, as we get into the holiday season, you don't want to, if you're a politician, get into any muck and mire. But Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States, she can't seem to avoid it. Now, what just happened was Tucker Carlson had an interview with Sean O'Brien. Sean O'Brien is the head of the Teamsters Union. And what he revealed here tells a lot of the story about why I think Miss Harris lost the presidential election to President-elect Donald Trump. It's more nuanced than this, and there are a lot of deep issues, but the arrogance, the absolute arrogance, is a massive issue, in my opinion. And what he talks about here in this clip, and I'll set the stage, the union gave 16 questions. At the time, the candidates were President Joe Biden, President-elect Donald Trump, and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Now, President-elect Trump and RFK Jr., they answered all 16 questions given to them. President Biden answered 5. Then Kamala Harris became the presidential nominee. She was given the questions, answered 3, and then basically told them, look, I'm going to win this thing with or without you, so you better get on board. That made O'Brien furious. But it's the fact that Biden answered 5, Harris answered 3, showed that they just believed they had the Teamsters, that there was going to be no way the Teamsters wouldn't endorse the Democrats, so I'm not going to bother with them. That kind of stuff hurt, because if you look at Harris's number with labor, it doesn't even touch what a Democrat normally gets with labor. This was a catastrophe for her, and the arrogance of her, of the president, and of the Democrat Party played a massive role here. I want you to watch this clip and let me know what you think in the comments.
Prior to Biden dropping out of the race, he's in the race around June or May. One of my vice presidents, a woman named Joan Corey out of my local, she sits on our general executive board, was at an event with Vice President Harris. And, you know, they're going through the line to get the picture, and Joan introduces herself to Vice President Harris, says, I'm Joan Corey. I'm on the general executive board for the Teamsters. She goes, Teamsters? You better get on board. You better get on board. Better get on board soon. Says it to my vice president.
To her face?
To her face. So she comes back. We have the meeting the next day.
Damn.
And she tells me this.
I thought I was arrogant. That's really arrogant.
So she tells me this. So I call up Marty Walsh. He wasn't the Secretary of Labor, but, you know, he was pushing hard for us to make the endorsement. I'm like, let me ask you a question, Marty. Excuse my French. Who does this fucking lady think she is? Like, if I want to support from any organization, I am not going to point my finger in someone's face and say, you better get on board or else. But that's the attitude of this whole party.